Hi everybody. So I'm back. I'm here for the new moon reading in Leo. And that new moon, it's really hot today. That new moon is going to be on the 18th of August. And I'm doing the card read a little bit early. I think today is Wednesday the 12th. The camera angle is just a little bit different, and that's because I broke my stand. But I think it's going to be all right. It actually gives you guys the opportunity, I think, to see the cards a little bit better. So anyway, that's what's going on. We're going to do the new moon in Leo. Now, Leo is a fire sign. Leo the lion, right? So it is a fire sign. But it's, even though it's a fire sign, it's a very emotional, very sensitive sign. So the shadow side to that can be overwhelm and depression. The positive side to that is obvious, it's a fire sign, so it can help propel you and move you. It's sensitive, it's caring, it's authentic. So it's a beautiful energy to work with. It's powerful and caring, strength and compassion. So let's see, our full moon reading, the energy is still here and will last right into the 18th on the new moon. And the full moon reading was about unexpected change, and there was quite a lot of shadow side to that, right? The unexpected change and things maybe not feeling that good, and if there was imbalances, those might come up, and that we may be doing clearing, because that's what full moons are about. They're about ending the cycle and getting ready to bring in that new cycle with a new moon. So with the last full moon, that could have been about clearing things out in ways that may not have felt good to us at first, but to stay positive and to allow space for that positivity. And through that positivity and that faith, we could turn things around. Now, the new moon before that was about following our path. So change. It was about change, and might be a little scary, and starting new ventures and following our path and doing all of that. So let's see what this reading brings us. So what I'm going to do is I am going to shuffle. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to pull another card. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to pull another card. So we're going to get 3 cards from the Deviant Moon deck. It's a moon reading, so we should embrace the moon deck. And then I'm going to pull us a positive affirmation from the Mermaid Dolphin deck. And so that's how that's going to go down. I hope everybody's been enjoying themselves and enjoying the summer, enjoying the heat. It's the last days of summer. It's really just like we always get the heat this time of year, and it's a little reminder of like, this is it. This is what you've got. So anyways, I feel like I'm about ready to pull a card off the top, and we'll see what that gives us. All right, card off the top, Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a higher arcana card, right? And that means big picture. Not just our picture, but kind of big picture. So when it's upright, it's our day-to-day stuff, as I've explained to you. And when it's upside down, it's our inner world. And of course, our inner world and our outer world collide all the time. But if it's upside down, it's what we're feeling inside. And if it's upright, it's what's really happening, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is all about spirituality, actually. It's about the hands of fate. It's about people waiting to see, well, what will the universe give me? What's coming my way? Well, why are we waiting to see what the universe gives us? Why are we not manifesting that, right? What is it that we want? What is it that we want? Focus on that. Don't wait for the hands of fate to deliver you something. Be very purposeful. That's what I try to do. So, and this card reading is for all of us. So it's just as much for me as it is for all of you. Anybody that's inclined to tune in, it's for you. If it resonates, it's for you. And it's obviously got messages in it for me, the reader, because that's how it works, right? So why wait? Why are we waiting to see what the universe says? Why am I waiting to see what the universe says or drops in front of me? And it's funny that this card comes up because I think we do that. We have these plans, we have these wants, we do make plans, but then we get to a certain place and we're like, oh, we kind of get some cold feet. This card says, don't have cold feet. Don't wait for something to be dumped on you. Take action. And when we're in movement and when we're manifesting what it is that we want and what we desire, we can bring that to us much quicker. Okay? So tapping in has been a big piece of the messages that I've been delivering since spring. Since I stepped out of the box and decided that I was going to do all of this and speak my truth and be true to myself and get the messages out there for those people who are seeking and wanting and resonate with what it is that I have to say. So, I take a baby step and then I know what I should be doing, right? And then I stall. And I think about it for a little bit and then I take another baby step. But this card is encouraging all of us to stop taking the baby steps, to dive in. The time is now. Call into action. Let's make our realities. Let's create what it is that we want for our lives. Let's stop waiting on the hands of fate. Right? Let's manifest. Let's manifest our best lives. All right? That we do by tapping in and listening. Tap into our higher power. We listen, we feel, and we trust. We trust and we implement from there. All right, so that's a big deal because it's a higher arcana card. So this is really, this isn't just a little message. When you get the higher arcana cards, it's like the universe on screech. So it's when your dad said, pick up your boots, pick up your boots, pick up your boots. And then he finally screamed, pick up your damn boots. That's kind of what this is all about. All right? So, now, let's shuffle the deck and see what card number 2 brings us. And, when we're coming into the new moon in Leo, it's not surprising that the moon in Leo says, take action. It's a fire sign. Take action in what it is that we want. So it's a fire sign. It's also a very sensitive sign. So it's going to want fulfillment. It's going to want that. All right. The new moon readings are always great. I love new beginnings. Fresh starts. Clean out the projects, get things done, start moving on with something fresh. All of the little pieces put together to create whatever it is that, I'm seeking to create. And for me, I'm seeking to create quite a bit right now. Quite a bit. So, new moons are great because it's the new beginning for me. All right. Feel like these are getting pretty close to done. And we'll pull that second card. See what the second message is. That's a really nice message. Yeah. All right. So the second card coming right off the top, okay? Okay, and it's the Ace of Cups. It's internal. So I said that Leo is a fire sign, but even though it's a fire sign and highly motivated, it's very sensitive. It's compassionate. It's sensitive. So this is the beginning of a new journey. Okay? Cups are always about emotions. And this is the Ace, so it's the beginning. It's a one. One, leadership. Okay? The beginning. Start to lead. Right? Take the steps. Tap in. Create our reality. All right. So next we have I hope that you can see it, the Ace of Cups. Like I said, it's the first. First means the beginning. One is also about leadership, right? Stepping into our power. Cups are always about emotions. It's upside down, so it's what we're feeling internally. Now, if we're going through a time when we're making great changes and we've had changes dumped on us and lots of things are going on, then we're probably feeling some new feelings that maybe we haven't felt before or haven't felt in a long time. Now, as we tap in, when we tap in, we're not meant to stay in ego, right? We're meant to feel our way through that. So when we're tapping in and we're looking for guidance and we're connecting to our higher power, it's very important that we feel. Because it's the feeling. It's the feeling. Because the ego can play games and twist things around, and you really want to go with that feeling. You want to be led to what it is that you want to be led to where you're going through this divine information. You don't want to get caught up in a headspace and second guess things. So you want to feel and maneuver your way through it. All right? So we're going to take the steps to create our own reality and start manifesting our own reality. And we're going to understand that in doing that, this is all very different than what we're used to. So we're going to understand that some of the feelings that we feel may be very different than what we've felt before. But roll with your feelings. Stay in touch with those feelings. Because really connecting and getting the messages, we connect our mind with our heart. And when we connect those two, we live from a much different space, a space of compassion and logic, right? And when we're tapped in, we're asking for information from the divine, we're receiving that information, and we're feeling our way through it, and we feel connected. It brings us a form of fulfillment that we're lacking if we're not doing that. And that's why a lot of people feel as though they're missing something and they're seeking. And so these are our cards, okay? Those feelings may be very different than what you're used to. It's the beginning of a journey, and it's creating our own reality. So it's going to feel different, but trust in feeling. All right. Now we're going to do our third card for the new moon in Leo. New moon. New moon in Leo. Got some noise going on behind me. Alright. Yeah, new moon in Leo. Do it, guys. Okay, so our third card coming right off the top. Oh, okay. So this is about assets, all right? So as we're making our changes, as we're tapping in, as we're listening, it's really important that not only, because this is upside down, okay? So this is some struggle that we have internally with our assets. It's the pentacles, okay? Pentacles are always about assets, all right? Assets can be our bank accounts and our money, our homes and our cars and, those types of things. But assets are also anything important to us. Whew, I'm telling you, I'm hot. I am hot. Assets are also anything important to us, okay? So that can be our family, our pets, anything of importance, our homes, our bank accounts, whatever it is that we consider near and dear that are our assets. So this is upside down, which means it's internally, and we've got some struggle going on, and as me, the reader, I believe this is really all about, it's about two things. It is about our bank accounts, very much so. It's about living beyond our means and trying to be more responsible with our assets. Because we are in a strange time, okay? Things are different. We've seen differences since spring. There are just some weird things. Like, you know, for a while you can get sugar, you can get toilet paper. We've seen weird stuff going on in the last several months. So think about what it is that you're doing with your assets. Like, be responsible with your assets. There's some inner turmoil going on. And really, no matter what time we're living in, we should always be responsible with our assets. I mean, they're our assets. Responsibility is the way that we can maneuver our assets in a way that works best for us. So be responsible, you know, really think about what it is that you're doing. Now, the second piece of this, I feel like, as the reader, I feel like the second piece of this is its relationships. And there's some struggle because of the balance. You see how she's holding both of them. She's like a little belly dancer. She's got both her pentacles up in the air. She's kind of giving them a shake. So balance is really important right now. And as you're stepping into your power, into your path, into who you are, finding your truth, making these changes, all of this stuff feels a little bit scary. It's much different. You've got different feelings coming in. You may feel like you're awakening for the first time. And what I mean by awakening is you may feel for the first time in your life that you're more connected than ever. You know, you may have that going on where you're just really feeling that. And that's much different. And the people in your life may not understand that. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're not here for anybody's approval. We're here to fulfill our life path and to create our best life. And when we do that, when we create our best life and we fulfill what it is that's burning in our soul, then we radiate something outward that just shines. It just shines. And we're able to pull in those things that it is that we really, really want. And that may not be comfortable for everybody. Trust that the people that are meant to be with you will be with you. And the people that are meant to fall away will fall away. It is what it is. So there's a lot of inner turmoil going on with the assets. Assets being relationships and also the funding. So yeah, as you change over from maybe a different career into a new career, there may be some worry about the bank account. So be responsible. You know, make good decisions. Be logical. And there may be some resistance from family members or friends or, you know, husbands or wives or girlfriends, boyfriends, who knows. But this year is really about creating the balance. So express yourself with love and trust. Trust that the people that are meant to be with you will be with you. And those that aren't will fall away. Okay? Because life is about changes. So, yes, responsibility, balance with our relationships, with our assets. Tap in, feel those feelings. We're at the very beginning of this journey. And of course, it's a Leo moon. Leos are about emotions, feelings, sensitivity. It's the beginning of a journey of really feeling, okay? So really feel. And let's not wait for the Wheel of Fortune to throw at us whatever it will. Let's be deliberate co-creators and manifesting our best reality. Okay? So there's that. Now, let's get our positive affirmation from the Dolphin Mermaid deck. It's a pretty deck, and it's always nice to have some little fun affirmation at the end of a reading. This is a great reading. This is a great reading. You know, the only thing that I really feel like I need to reiterate is that with the Leo energy, you know, the shadow side of that can be a feeling of overwhelm because of the feelings. And we got feelings in the Deviant Moon. So allow space for feelings. And when they're coming in, no matter how different they are than what maybe you've felt before, allow space for them, validate them, allow yourself to feel them. You know, we don't spend our whole life feeling the same way as we did, you know. I'm at my age, I don't feel the same way that I did 30 years ago. I don't feel the same way that I did 20 years ago. I don't feel the same way that I did 10 years ago. That's about growth. I don't feel the same way that I did 5 years ago. You know, we're continuously growing. So allow space for new feelings. It may be critical thinking coming in. You're thinking about things. You're getting rid of old paradigms. You're getting rid of, you know, these old ways of thinking. Getting rid of those old archetypes. And you might feel a little weird about that. Like, geez, where did that all come from? That's all coming from within. So feel and trust. Feel and trust. Remember, we're following our path. And there's life in that path. So let's embrace it. Let's embrace it and create it. And be brave. Be bold. That's really, you know, Leo energy. Brave, bold, fire, you know, mover. But it's also sensitive and tender. So it's really a great energy to work with. All right, I feel like one more shuffle and we will be there. Okay, so card off the top. And morning affirmations. So this is a great way to manifest, and we've talked about not waiting for, can you see it? I sure hope you can. How about that? We've talked about not waiting for the hands of fate to dump whatever on us, for us to be deliberately creating our life and our dreams, and aspiring to have our dreams come true. So if we're doing that, then positive affirmations are a great way to manifest. So say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. And we're manifesting, we've been told, big picture. Let's get it done. Let's rock and roll it. The time is now. There is a call to action. The time is now. So, yes, let's use positive affirmations. It's a great way to lift vibration and get us in alignment, right, with those higher realms and those higher vibrations that will help us pull in what it is that we are looking for, what it is that we want in our lives. All right, you guys, I hope that this resonates. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I'm sorry about the camera angle. I hope it's not too annoying. I am going to try to get my stand fixed. But I hope you enjoy the full moon. Remember to continue to stay positive through the ending of this cycle with the full moon energy that's sticking around until the 18th. You know, staying positive. One of the best ways, gratitude practices and positive affirmations. So that can help you maneuver through the ending of this full moon cycle and help you start pulling in the energy of the new moon cycle and getting in alignment with that right now. No better time than right now, the present, to start manifesting. Yeah, I felt very intuitively drawn to put this reading up today, to do this reading, so that we could get on the ball. And now I know what we're on the ball about, right? We're on the ball about getting things manifested, really pulling into our reality what it is that we want. All right, you guys, have a great new moon, and I will see you again on the full moon.